everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me makeup and wig edition, little tutorial thing. So if you're interested in how I got this look, please stay tuned and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because every like, every comment, every view stands for something, and I am trying to grow my channel. So hopefully I get a few more subscribers off of this video, and if not, I'm doing what I love to do. So like I said, if you're interested in how I got this look right here and this hair, mind you, I'm not a professional, I tried. Just stay tuned and share this video to some of your friends. See you guys later. Alright guys, so here I'm just using my CeraVe night cream and daily moisturizing lotion to prep my skin for the makeup. Because you gotta stay moisturized out here. It can't be no dry face, asshole. So just rubbing it in. Then I'm taking my Wet n Wild matte base primer and rubbing that all into my face. Because I like matte makeup, so it doesn't show my texture in my skin that much. Now I'm going in with my eyebrows. If you guys do want a full eyebrow tutorial, let me know, but it's just easier for me to do with this camera setup. It was easier for me to do my eyebrows off camera and then just finish them up, because I'm pretty sure we all know how to do eyebrows, but I might do an updated eyebrow routine. And then here you could just see I messed it up, but that's the beauty of makeup. You can actually go in and fix everything, so you don't have to worry about all that other extra shit, because it's makeup, it comes off. Here I'm just going in with my Covergirl Queen foundation. It's kind of like a cushy foundation. The only reason I'm using this is because my Fenty broke. And I'm on quarantine right now, so it's hard to get, makeup and everything. But I will be going makeup shopping soon to get some more stuff. But this matches me so well because I'm so pale now from lack of sunlight. It's crazy, but this blends in so well with my skin, and it keeps me nice and matte but not dry looking. That's why I like this. So yeah, I'm just blending this in. Now I'm just going in with my ColourPop. I'm going to use that to conceal under my eyes, put a little bit on my forehead and nose for a highlight. I try to avoid my chin area because my chin is already not that small, so it's like, why highlight it? I don't want to look like the Crimson Chin. And I'm just taking my Real Technique sponge and blending everything out. Now I'm just taking my Fenty matchstick and using that to contour my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and a little bit of my jawline. Just because with this pregnancy and everything, I feel like my face is getting super fat. I normally don't contour my jawline, but you gotta do what you gotta do, sis. I'm just taking my brush and blending everything out. These brushes are super good. I got a pack of them. They're Real Techniques brushes, and I love them. Before I got into Real Techniques, I was always using MAC or Sephora brand brushes, but Real Techniques brushes are like just as good for like half the price. Now I'm just going in and baking with my Kat Von D powder mixed with a little bit of the LA Girl Pro powder, just so I don't look so oily. Now I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Contour Powder. It has like a highlight and a contour. The highlight in it though is a little bit on the orangey side, so I kind of use it as a mediator to blend my brush and my bronzer. So yeah, I'm just going in contouring around the cheek area, the nose, forehead. Basically everywhere I put the Fenty, I'm using the powder to set it in place. Now I'm just going in and dusting off all that excess powder. This brush has a little bit of powder, Covergirl I think it was, or something like that. There's a little bit of excess powder on it, but I don't use too much because I don't want to look too cakey. So I just use whatever's left on the brush to like dust off my face and add a little bit of color so I don't look as pale and ashy. Now I'm just going in with my Tarte Shape Tape under the eyes, just a little bit because it is really white, but I use it sometimes to cut crease my eyes and stuff like that, so this comes in handy. Don't ask why I have this shade. My dad tried to go makeup shopping for me and he got it for me. Bless his soul, bless his little heart, so I use it. Now I'm going in with a dark color eyeshadow, just like a mocha brown. You guys know I'm not a pro when it comes to eyeshadow, so I'm still teaching myself, but I'm getting better. So I'm just using that to blend out, and I'm also going in with this orangish color concealer from an Urban Decay palette I have. It's either Urban Decay or Tarte. But I'm going in with that orangey color and the brown color and just blending it out. The orange mostly on the inner corners and the brown on the outer corners. But because I wanted it to be like a kind of neutral, you know, glowy cocoa brown type of makeup. I didn't want to go too harsh with it. Here I'm just cutting my crease, getting ready to go in with some eyeshadow. This was super hard to film because normally I'm like so close to the mirror. So that's kind of why I had to stop and do it off cam. Now I'm going in with that same Tarte palette and putting a little gold on the inner corners. Packing it on, not wiping it and swiping it, just packing on the gold in my inner corners. Then I'm going in with a more bronzy color on the middle to outer lid because I want to go for a glowy type of look. And I'm just blending it in here. You know, you really have to blend in order to get your colors to mix, because if not, they'll just look like stripes on your eyes, how they look now. But trust me, it looks crazy now. It's gonna look way, way better. Just checking it out in the mirror, making sure I'm blending. And you can see here with a little bit more blending how it's starting to fade. Now I'm going back in with that cocoa brown color, blending it into my outer corners to kind of blend it with that. Oh, I made a mistake there. But yeah, it's a type, but blend it in. And yeah, just keep blending. I'm kind of blowing it out a little bit further than my brow, but kind of stopping right at the brow. And just blending it into that crease color. Now I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown palette and my Chantel Cali powder, and I'm going into my inner corners, also using that to bronze up the face, add a little color and highlight a little bit, adding a little bit of blush and just blending everything together so I don't look ghostly. I love blush so much. I know I overdo it with the blush sometimes, but I love blush, and anybody that's known me since I started wearing makeup knows I used to literally go outside with highlighter and blush and lip gloss, and you could not tell me anything. So yeah, I'm just going back in, adding a little bit more highlight from that Chantel Cali and the Bobbi Brown kit. Going in and adding a little bit of bronzer. Now I'm just using my Better Than Sex. And I actually want to mixing the Better Than Sex with a little bit of lash stiletto, just because it gives my eyelash a little bit more pop and it makes them blend better when I put on the falsies, because, you know, my eyelashes are a little bit thinner than normal because I wear so many false eyelashes. So, you know. And here, just going into the bottom lash. I love this. I love this mascara so much. It's so good. Just going in, making sure everything is precise. And I forgot to mention, guys, I also use the Skin Glow Bronze Luminescent Loose Powder for Face and Body by Absolute New York. It's so good. It's such a good color for girls of color. It's so bronze and pretty. Like, I'm telling you, I use it for everything. I use it for my body. It's face and body, so I use it for my body, my shoulders, you know, my chest area. Just give it a little bit of glow. And yeah, I'm just finishing up my bottom lashes. And here's where I messed up. You can see I got so frustrated, but I went in with my Q-tips, cleaned everything up. So yeah. You can see I did my liner off camera just because it's easier, but I went in with some black pencil liner and did my bottom lashes, my bottom lash line. Normally I don't do the waterline in the bottom of my eyelids, but I just felt like being a little extra today for the sake of the video. Now I'm going back in with that Chantel Cali and adding a little bit of highlight to my brow bone, Just a little bit, not too much. This is like kind of like a soft glam look. So I didn't want to overdo it, but I did want a little bit of a pop on my shadow. And I used a little bit more on my face. Now I just went in with my Bobbi Brown and added a little bit more highlight to my nose and my cheekbone area just to make it pop a little bit more, because I felt like it was kind of blending in with all the blush I put on. Now I'm going in with my Huda Beauty lip gloss. I'm not sure what color this is. Oh, Pro Couture. So that's what it says on the bottom. I don't know if that's the color or what, but I love this color. It's kind of like a mauve-y, kind of like purpley, but not too bright. It's so pretty. And it's kind of like a satin finish. It's not matte, but it's so pretty. I'm just going in, contouring my nose a little bit more because I feel like it kind of got lost in translation. You know, you gotta snatch the nose. Men don't like nostrils. You have to look like a pterodactyl. Yeah, I put on my eyelashes off camera. And yeah, just fixing them up, feeling myself. And I'm pretty much done with my makeup here. And I'm about to start with the wig. Feeling myself. Oh my gosh, I'm so extra. Look at my little belly, my little baby boy. He's always kicking up a storm though, don't get it twisted. So yeah, now that you guys saw my set it off braids, I'm just putting this wig on. This wig is like super old. Once again, beauty supply stores are closed, so I have to do what I have to do. I'm just parting it out. I did wash it and flat iron it to the best of my ability. I put it on my boyfriend's head and flat ironed it, and that was just a hot mess. It literally kept slipping off, so I just kind of like was like, whatever. So now I'm just figuring out the part. I didn't even wind up staying with the side part because I feel like I always do side parts. But yeah, I actually cut a little bit of the lace because it was, you know, it is a little old, so I cut some of the lace. I didn't pluck it though, just because for the sake of the video, I just didn't feel like plucking it. So I'm just parting out the sides and figuring out how it's gonna fit on my head and everything like that. You don't want to rush this part. You just want to take your time when it comes to fitting it on your head and figuring out how it's gonna sit, especially in the ear area, because if it's too short, it's gonna look weird, and if it's too long, it's gonna look like a helmet. So I'm just using my Aussie Instant Freeze hairspray and some Got2 bead and just putting it on my hairline, getting ready to put the wig down since I don't have a wig cap with me. I'm just going straight in. Normally I would put a little bit of makeup on the hairline of the actual lace, but I forgot to do that. So like I said, don't judge me. I'm not a professional. This is just the way I do it. But normally I would go in and put a little bit of either powder or, you know, cream foundation on the wig cap. So I'm just going in and blow drying it. Blow drying the edges. Making sure my little baby hairs are down. My real baby hairs are tucked in because I don't want to rip them out. And here I'm just laying down the hairline little by little. First I do the middle section. Just be really patient and blow dry it on cool. And make sure that when you do this part, you're making sure that it is sitting down and laying down. Now, because I don't have a wig cap on, you can kind of see the lace a little bit, like that line of demarcation, but don't worry, when I put my baby hairs down, you're not even gonna be able to see that. But just make sure you blow dry it so that it does not move. And I'm just doing the side now. Guys, I'm listening to music here. It's so embarrassing. I'm like, I forgot like that I was recording, I guess, and I'm just like singing along so hard. It's so funny. But yeah, I'm laying it down. There's like so much got to be in my hair because I literally took off that red wig and went straight into doing this one. But yeah, I'm just laying down the other side, blow drying it till it gets a little tacky. Make sure that you blow dry it until it gets tacky or it's not gonna lay down right. Especially since I'm not using the freeze spray. Like, you can really use any hairspray you want, but when you don't use like the got to be freeze spray or really strong freeze spray, you have to make sure it gets 100% tacky or it will not stick. Trust me. So yeah, I'm just going back in, blow drying it on cool, making sure that everything is all good. And I'm just gonna repeat the same step for the next side so you guys can just watch that. So now that I'm done blow drying, you're gonna see me go in and start to take down my baby hairs and section them off exactly how I want them to look. Now, if I did have a wig cap on, mind you, and if I had plucked this frontal a little bit more, it would look a little bit more natural. But for the sake of this video, I just wanted to do the hairstyle. So yeah, those are my baby hairs sectioned off. And you guys are gonna see, I actually cut that part out, but I cut a little bit of the baby hairs, especially around the forehead area, because they were too long. Since I did make brand new baby hairs, I actually went in and trimmed them a little bit, but I did that off camera because I needed to get, you know, in the mirror. But yeah, I start to use the Eco Styler, the brown gel though, because I don't know, I just grew up using that brown gel. My mom grew up doing my hair with that brown gel. So like I always use it. And it just makes the hairline look a little thicker. So I'm going in with the brown gel and I'm just laying down the baby hairs and I'm just gonna start to swoop them. Now with these longer hairs on the side, I didn't want to cut them because I don't always wear baby hairs on my frontals. So yeah, this is the part you're gonna see. I'm gonna turn around and the baby hairs are gonna be short. See, I'm cutting them with my boyfriend's razor. He doesn't know, don't tell him. But those razors are so good for cutting baby hairs and stuff like that. But I did go in and trim a little bit more, but I took that out just because it was taking too much time. But yeah, you guys know the gist. Just swooping down the remaining hairs on the side, and then I go in and tie it down. I like to use the silkies because it just makes it so much easier to tie everything down flat. And I don't know why I didn't part my hair, but yeah, when I took the silky off, that's how my baby hairs looked. I probably could have added a little bit less baby hair than I did, but it's okay, it's all good. Like I said, this is like a super old wig, and the frontal that I got, because my original frontal got ripped, and it was a 14 by 6, I think, and this one is a 14 by 4 or something like that. It's just smaller. And the hair I actually got was a little bit on the short side. That's why it looks a little choppy, but don't worry, I'm gonna fix that. So I'm just parting it out how I want it. Mind you, you don't have to put as many baby hairs as I did. I did kind of OD a little bit, but you know, to each his own. I just really wanted a baby hair full look today, I guess. So yeah, I'm just going in and flat ironing the top, getting the top nice and flat on my head because nobody wants a frontal that's like looking super wiggy and whatnot. So after I'm done flat ironing it, I'm just going in with my Pro Conceal and just adding some concealer to the part just to make it look a little bit more natural and make the part look a little bit, you know, less dense, since I don't want to really go in and pluck it right now. So yeah, I'm just going in concealing, making it look a little bit more scalp-like. So I just went in with my freeze spray and added it to the part so I can flatten it out and you guys see how much of a difference it makes. Since I don't have a hot comb, which I will be getting one soon, and I don't have any mousse on me, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But you see how shiny it looks and how much better it looks? It just looks 100% better than how it did. And since the frontal is so much shorter than the bundles, that's why I went ahead and put it behind my ears, because normally I would have a side part so you wouldn't really be able to notice that. But since I wanted to go for a middle part, I just went ahead and put it behind my ears, parted out, you know, the little side hairs, sideburn hairs, I don't know, flat ironed them, and yeah, I was basically done with this look. Went in with a little bit of olive oil hair glossing polisher, and it's really good for frizz control and shine. And since this is an older unit with older bundles, because I've reused these bundles like 3 times, this really makes all the difference as well, to just bring it back to life and make it look less, you know, frizzy and unruly, if you know, want to call it that. But yeah, I just flattened out everything, and you guys see how much of a difference it makes between how it looks at first and how it looks now. And like, shorty is feeling herself. Like, yes, adjust yourself, girl. Fix yourself up. Fix yourself, girl. But as you can see, I am feeling it. Like, this hair and makeup look is like everything to me. It's so simple, yet so pretty and classy, and just, I'm feeling myself. I surprised myself too, because like I said, I am not a professional. I really am not. But I feel like it came out pretty good. Time for my montage.